Ordering USDA foods in WebSCM starts with the forecasting worksheet and planning calculator. This tool is to help you forecast your menu needs for the upcoming school year. This training will show you the basics of the planning calculator and the forecasting worksheet. Let's look at an example of the planning calculator. USDA foods requisitioned will cover the entire upcoming school year. The forecasting worksheet discussed in this training will help the RAs gather the information needed to place USDA food orders in WebSCM. Entitlement is the estimated value of USDA foods each RA is eligible to receive. We ask that you remember estimated value. This can change many times throughout the year and is not finalized until trucks have been purchased. The forecasting worksheet is designed to be a menu planner's tool to ensure you are spending your USDA entitlement to the fullest. Here's an example of a 4-week cycle menu with only 2 weeks showing. Look closely at the menus and determine what USDA food products would support these meals. An example of this would be, on Monday of the first week, the menu includes USDA further processed chicken patties, there's 2 varieties, direct delivered sliced ham and sliced cheese, direct delivered carrots, direct delivered applesauce, or you could use the further processed cinnamon applesauce cups. The remaining items would be commercially purchased. Since this is a cycle menu, you would want to forecast the number of cases you would need over the course of a school year for the above-mentioned products. By using the forecasting tool and entering in the number of cases of each of these products, you will successfully begin to draw down your entitlement. Again, this cycle menu is just an example, but you need to know your meal plan for the coming school year. Run an entitlement bonus summary report for the upcoming program year in order to retrieve the information needed to populate the planning calculator on the WebSCM forecasting worksheet. A program year in WebSCM is equal to the second half of a school year. The example given would be school year 2023-2024 would equal program year 2024. Look at the red arrow indicating the upcoming year. After running the report, you will enter the ending balance into line 1 of the planning calculator, which we will see on the next slide. Please note, the entitlement order total accounts for the seasonal fruits and vegetables that were ordered in the previous school year. This amount is deducted from the beginning balance and gives a total ending balance for the upcoming school year. There are 3 tabs on the forecasting worksheet: direct delivery, further processed, and processed chicken. Each area of the forecasting worksheet will be discussed in separate trainings. The examples below will help you become familiar with the different tabs on the worksheet. After running the entitlement bonus summary report in WebSCM, enter the ending balance into line 1 of the planning calculator. Choosing to use the direct delivery USDA foods, also known as minimally processed, provides a financial benefit to school meal programs. RAs need to know their menus and must forecast accurately. Further processing allows state distributing agencies and RAs to contract with commercial food processors to convert raw or bulk USDA foods into a variety of convenient, ready-to-use end products. Stretch those USDA foods dollars by ordering bulk products at lower cost. Remaining estimated entitlement can be allocated to the USDA DoD Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program if the RA chooses. The next slide will show you how. On this slide, you will decide how much of your estimated entitlement you wish to allocate to DoD. It is a good idea to first enter the case quantities of direct delivery and further processed products that will be requisitioned in WebSCM. This way you know you have the products needed for your meal service for the entire year. After you decide how much estimated entitlement you wish to allocate to DoD, you would enter that on line 6 of the planning calculator. If the RA knows they want to allocate funds to DoD because they have previously participated in the DoD program, they will need to use historic data to determine how much was allocated last school year and was it enough. You would need to run an entitlement bonus summary report for the current program year to determine how much was allocated for DoD in the previous school year. Please note, the amount allocated to DoD should be enough to spend down the estimated remaining entitlement. Once the RA enters direct delivery, further processed, and DoD calculations, the planning calculator will show how much estimated entitlement is remaining. Again, any remaining estimated entitlement can be used for DoD Fresh. First, the state agency will confirm the RA's actual available entitlement after requisitions are entered in WBSCM. Second, the state agency will evaluate the individual allocation requests. And third, the state agency will allow between 75 to 100% of available allocation requests. Please watch for the DoD survey. It is imperative that you fill it out so the state agency can consider allocations to your district. The state agency does not have access to the RA's forecasting worksheet. Please save a copy of your completed worksheet to refer back to once the ordering period begins in WBSCM. Gold Star will ask for a copy of the completed forecasting worksheet. The reason for this is that Gold Star Northwest forecasts for needed inventory to meet RA's orders for further processed products.
Idaho Child Nutrition Programs is an equal opportunity provider.
If you have any questions, please contact the state agency at 208-332-6800. Please proceed to the Direct Delivery tab training.